It is game number 3 of quarterfinal weekend, and we come to you from San Antonio, Texas, the site of an 8-3 seeded matchup between the Canton Classics and the Alamo City Artillery. Chris Curtis, John Warren in the broadcast booth for this one. Winner of this game, John, gets to take on Florida in Fort Lauderdale. We're ready for action from ACA. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was so shocked last week when Canton beat Vancouver at home 40-0. What do they have against this vaunted Alamo City team? They can win in so many ways, Alamo City, and they've only lost 2 games by a total of 3 points all season. I expect a good one today, but Canton's in for a tough challenge.
Yes, they are. They absolutely are. But the one thing that they have that they were able to show off a week ago was that defense, holding Vancouver, one of the best offenses in the league, to no points on the board and scoring 40 themselves. It comes down to ball possession. It comes down to forcing turnovers. It comes down to playing hard-nosed defense and not letting anything up. They go up against an Alamo City Artillery team who is very good in their own right. They are one of the top teams in the league, and for good reason, John. They have a lot to bring to the table against this Canton team.
Yeah, they do, and I really like this running game, especially Brad Jones in the backfield is so good. He's been so good all year, and he's going to have a big game today against this tough Canton defense. Let's go.
Let's go. We are ready to go and underway, as this is going to be Canton with the football to start things out, and they will touch it back and get out to the 20. The Canton Classics are flanked by Scar Patterson at the quarterback position, Robert Johnson, the main halfback, and Taranio Rivera is the fullback in this offense. Ryan Owens, Mike Twinscrew, Al Dillapre Sr., Andrew Gibson, and Bob Long, your quintet of wide receivers, along with Jack Wall, the tight end. Plenty of targets for Scar Patterson, who has it in split backs to start things out. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He'll throw on first down, throw over the middle. That one's caught. Real quick catch and throw, first down and more. And that's a quick completion for the tight end, Jack Wall.
Yeah, that was a nice route by Jack Wall, and you're right. He got that ball out. Scar Patterson did super fast. He saw a seam open in the middle of that field, and Wall got it. Quick first down for Canton. They're going to need a few quick first downs to get in some rhythm here.
They don't have the best passing yard average per game, 27th. That's last in the SFL. Their main bread and butter is that run game. It's how they score points, but mainly it's their defense that helps them win games. First run of the game is on a draw, and that won't go far, but it's something, and that will get it to a 2nd and long.
Nobody carried the ball more this past season than Robert Johnson. He's going to get a bunch of carries today. You can book it.
Patterson under center. In the single back, another draw play for Johnson. He's got a couple more yards. Turns it to a 3rd and 7, 3rd and a long medium, we'll call that, as it'll be a chance for Alamo City's defense to get off the field, which is important. Tina Begin, Robert Thump on the defensive line of the tackle positions. Yogi Barr, Stephen Fellows the second in on the defensive ends. We'll go through the rest of it if we have a chance here in a moment. 3rd and 7. Patterson backs it up. Throws right side. Tipped and incomplete. That was close, but it did not go the way they wanted to. That was that was Mickey McGuire, the corner, who had the coverage, and he knocks it away. 4th down.
Mickey McGuire has been excellent in pass coverage all season. That was his 12th breakup carried over from the regular season.
An upcoming 4th and 7, 8:45 left in this first quarter. It is do or die at this point. Season's on the line on both sides. Fair catch called for at the 30-yard line, and that is where the Artillery will start their day offensively, and there is an injured player on the field on the punt, and that is not ideal. That is the Canton linebacker, Kevin Brackett, injured on a punt. And that is not good, as he was supposed to come out on defense here in just a second.
Yeah, you never want to see an injury in any phase of the game, but when one of your star defensive players gets injured on a special teams play, that is a particular gut punch. Let's hope he's okay and can get back into the game.
First and 10, Alamo City coming out in the heavy well, not heavy, but at least an I formation. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It is Ace Fennick and Brad Jones, the halfback, along with Thick and Juicy. This will be an Ace Fennick throw over the middle of the field. That is a catch, and it's a darn good one to Yayo Montana, the wide receiver.
Yeah, Yayo is one of my favorite players on this Alamo City team, and you can see why. Really, really clean route over the middle, and that was just an outstanding catch. You said heavy eye earlier and corrected yourself, but when you're running behind Thick and Juicy, isn't it always a heavy eye?
Yeah, he himself makes it a heavy eye, I think is what you're saying there. 2 to the right in a pair slot. I formation again, nickel look on defense for the Classics. That'll be a play action. Fennick throws left side, checks it down. Good little check down play. Getting everybody involved this time. Brad Jones comes off of what made to be a screen, and it'll be 2nd and 4. Canton, very good in pass defense. They are 3rd in the league in the regular season at 194.1 yards allowed per game, and 3rd down. Let's say actually we'll talk about that here in a second. But either way, very good on pass defense. They'll run it through the middle as Brad Jones has it and has himself a first down. So Brad Jones been the key to this drive so far for Alamo City.
Yeah, he's looked good. That check down a couple plays ago from Ace Fennick was really smart, and now Brad getting the handoff and just looking really, really solid early in this drive.
Fennick looks pretty comfortable in this spot. 2 to the left, 2 in the backfield in the split backs. Pressure coming, thrown, and incomplete. There was pressure coming from his backside, and Kevin Brackett back in there. Good thing. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's good that he is back out on the field, and yeah, because they're going to need him to contain Brad Jones and the rest of this offense, who can really beat you in a lot of ways.
They're in plus territory, the 36-yard line, roughly. Split backs again, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Fennick backs it up, looks to throw, tipped and incomplete. That was nice reflexes by Kevin Brackett again. The linebacker gets his hands up and knocks it away.
Yeah, and that's what Canton is so good at, just kind of disrupting passes, especially in the middle. Like you said, they've just excelled in pass coverage all season, and right there is an example why.
Top 10 third down offense is Alamo City. They're number 9, just over 60%. Trying to get one here. Fennick throws, zone well overthrown. That was a heater. Looking for deuce, ace to deuce. Not a connection on this occasion, and they'll try for the long field goal.
I like the call, though. It's aggressive. It kind of, says, hey, we're not afraid to take some shots downfield. We have a good receiving core. They have excelled all season. They've all been having massive catch averages. They just go for long distance often. So why not try it early on? But they got to punt it away to Canton.
And they will actually punt it instead of going for the long field goal, which is interesting. They'll try to lock down Canton deep in their own territory. That's going to bounce the 19-yard line. Nope, it'll be caught there and returned to the 22. I thought he was going to leave it. And interesting ball spot, too. They gave him the 18. I didn't see a fair catch. Did you?
I did not. No, I did not see a fair catch. I might have missed it on the camera pan, but I didn't see that. So very interesting play. Not sure if we'll get an explanation there, but Canton's going to try to get their offense going on the second drive.
First drive was a punt. They'll work to, after they have one first down on that drive as well, they'll do what they can to get it going. Left to right goes the receiver. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. From their own 18. That is Scar Patterson with the handoff to Robert Johnson. He gets himself 2 yards, not much more than that. 2nd and 8 coming. And the always fashionable coach of the Alamo City Artillery in his playoff getup. It doesn't get much better than that on the sidelines.
No, it doesn't. And I'm going to be hunting down some Mexican food after this game, I think.
Based on that, I wouldn't blame you. That's going to be over the middle. It's picked off. That's a huge turnover for Alamo City as they get the ball right back. You can't get more clutch than that. How about a turnover in plus territory and immediately Alamo City with a chance to score?
Yeah, that's just one of those mistakes that you can't make against this Alamo City team. They can beat you in so many ways, and creating turnovers is one of them. You never want to turn it over in your own side of the field, but especially with, not only 6 yards away from being in the red zone. So massive turn of events here. Let's see if the artillery can capitalize.
Rain Rie, the free safety, came up to make that play and sets up Alamo City at the 26. Under center. Chance for Ace to do some damage. Get his team on the board. Roll left. Look to throw. Throws at the touch. No, did he get in? He did not. Stopped immediately. Wow, that was close. Kendra Wells could not break the plane. It's 1st and goal.
That was, listen, we can talk about the pass, we can talk about a catch. Those are great. This stop at the goal line, stopping Kendra Wells' momentum cold at the 1-inch line, that might be a game changer here. Let's see if they score, but if this ends up being some sort of miraculous goal line stand, let's remember that tackle.
Yeah, that'd be a crazy footnote if that's indeed the case. Brad Jones in the backfield. Chance for Fennec. Back of the end zone. Tipped and incomplete. Probably should have been caught. And I think Soto, that's Soto. That's Yayo Montana, who would tell you the same thing. Had a chance, couldn't bring it down.
Yeah, Yayo was almost too open. I wonder if Yayo is like, I've got this. Back of the end zone. Almost made it harder than I think he needed it to be. Maybe he can get open again, and Ace Fennec can try once more.
2nd and goal. Fennec trying to put this one in the bucket. Split backs look. It's a heavy set. This looks like a run. It smells like a run. It is. Brad Jones can't get there. 3rd and goal. So now we really have to take a look at that defensive stand. Mike All, the defensive end, comes up to make the hit, sets up a 3rd and goal, and that tackle on the goal line of Kendra Wells possibly looming large. We'll see if it becomes a factor. Under center, Fennec in the eye. This is the quarterfinals, trying to get the first points on the board for Alamo City. Handoff. Jones outside. Can't get it. What a stand by Canton's defensive line. Oh, man, you can't get much more clutch than that. Connor Darien comes up to lay the wood. 4th down, and Alamo City will kick a field goal.
That tackle at the goal line on that catch was such a tone setter for that goal line stand. What an unbelievable stand by Canton. And now they're forcing a field goal attempt.
Left-footed kicker Matt Fennec with the chip shot. It is up, and it is through from 18. 5 plays, 24 yards, but Canton, the story on defense, holding Alamo City to a field goal off of the interception in their own zone.
Yeah, Connor Darien was absolutely MVP of that defensive drive for Canton. He made the tackle at the goal line, and he made the tackle to stop Brad Jones and force the field goal. What an unbelievable stand.
Yeah, you can't, like I said, you can't get much more clutch than that. That's huge for Canton. Here we go. This will be returnable out to the 25, to the 27. Stays on his feet, gets all the way down to the 31-yard line. So that will work. And the Canton Classics back out on the field after Al Dillapre Sr. with the return has a good one. And it'll be on Scar Patterson to have a bit of a short memory on this drive.
Yeah, Scar Patterson's gotta take a breath, get over it. Rely on Robert Johnson, rely on a couple of his star receivers. Jack Wall had a great catch in that opening drive. Maybe he gets back involved. You just got to take a breath, forget that last pick. Your defense bailed you out. Let's go.
Nickel look on defense for Alamo City. Now holding on to a 3-0 lead. Canton on the road. Get this ball over the middle. That one's caught. Good. Catch out to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. And that is to Dillapre Sr. again. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Dillapre is the pass-catching leader on this team most during the regular season. Comes up with a good grab here. He also set them up with that good return on the kick. Lowering the shoulder. I'm not sure I'd like 6'3" Al Dillapre lowering his shoulder against me. I think I'd probably wave the white flag on that one.
43 catches, just shy of 600 yards and 4 touchdowns for Dillapre Sr. on the season. This is a draw play to Robert Johnson, and he's hit hard after a 2-yard gain. Not much more to it than that. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, slow start for Robert Johnson, but, you just got to get in rhythm, start to get the passing game involved. Those lanes will start to open for Robert.
High formation look. Looking like a bit of a man-to-man on the outside. They will play a little bit of man over the middle. That one's caught at the 40-yard line down to the, looks like the 37-yard line. And that is a 1st and 10 inside Alamo City territory.
Yeah, Owens and Dillapre are the two premier receivers on this Canton offense, and he just got ahead of his man. Ryan Owens did, and that was a great first down. Now they're moving.
Almost
past midfield
on the yards. 40 catches, 599 yards, 2 touchdowns for Owens on the season. That's going to be another handoff, and that is to the 32-yard line for Johnson. He's had a bulk of the workload for Canton. 2nd and 5, and they're in field goal range.
Yeah, you're starting to see the lanes soften a little bit. You're not stacking the box quite as hard as you were, knowing that these receivers are getting out in space and making some good catches.
2nd and a nickel. Heavy set look on offense. Johnson on the handoff, gets stuck behind his own blocker, ends up getting a yard, but no further than that. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL's football for everyone. Get off the sidelines to start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Yes, that's even week 2 of the playoffs. It is not too late. Chance over the middle. That is caught. 1st down and more, down to the 19-yard line. Another one for Ryan Owens, 2nd catch of this drive.
Yeah, Scar Patterson for the season was even in terms of touchdowns and interceptions. But what's good about Scar Patterson? He's got a short memory sometimes. I mean, and that's what you need, especially in the playoffs. Don't let that last pick change your approach. And he's been really comfortable on this drive.
He's been good so far. Scar Patterson, who had the pick, like you said, last drive. Going empty here, it looks like. Tight end off to the 2 tight ends off to the left and right. That's going to be a quick drop over the left side and caught at about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 4, and a good-looking ball sets them up. It's their first red zone opportunity of the day.
Yeah, Patterson's getting a lot of different people involved, too, which is, I think, important for this Classics offense.
See where they go. 2nd and 4. They can get it to the 8 for a 1st down. Hand off behind his blockers, trying to use the momentum a little bit here. Gets 1 yard. 3rd and 3 coming up. Canton has had a very good drive so far. They are 1 for 2 on 3rd down in the game so far, and could really use a 2nd conversion here. This becomes a big play. Can the artillery hold Canton to 3 points, much like they were held to 1 drive ago? Split backs. Scar Patterson under center. As the football, play action. Looking right, rolling right, throws across his body, caught at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for Canton. Al Dillapre Sr.'s 2nd catch on this drive, none bigger than that one.
That was a great play, a great call, a great play fake. Completely faked me out, actually. And it gave, I think, Patterson enough time to kind of roll out, go through his reads, and Dillapre was able to get open over on the far side and just making a clean catch. And they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in. Handoff. He's going to get there. That's a touchdown. That is Robert Johnson who puts the touchdown on the board for the Canton Classics.
I mean, that could be a huge momentum shifter this early on in the game. You have the huge defensive stop, and you have a massive drive to score a touchdown. Balance, balance, balance. Robert Johnson, a bunch of different receivers involved. Canton should be pretty pleased with that one, and Alamo's got to put it together next drive and answer back.
Kick is up and on the way from Rob Ems. It is up and it is through. So how about an 11-point swing? Let's take you back if you guys are just joining us. We had a goal line catch by Kendra Wells. She was stopped by Connor Darien. Great tackle at the 1, set up a possibility for a goal line stand. Goal line stand happened after, guess who? Connor Darien gets the stop on 3rd and goal to stop Alamo City from getting 7 points off of the turnover. They settle for 3, and then Canton comes back all the way downfield and gets 7 points for themselves. So an 11-point swing as this ball starts at the 25-yard line with Alamo City back out on the field, a minute left in this first quarter.
It's huge. I mean, rolling in here to Alamo City is a tough task in and of itself, and Canton looks fearless. I mean, this looks every bit the 40-0 shutout team that they were last week, and they're going to need every bit of that against a team as good as Alamo City.
You got to come in with confidence against Alamo City, who's been very good all season long. That's going to be Ace over the middle of the field, and that is a dot to Yayo Montana one more time, 1st and 10.
Yayo knew he was going to get smacked on this, and he did, but he hung on to the ball. That was a great pass from Ace Finnick. Put it right on the dot, right on the money. Big hit from Kanye Rockefeller, but he was able to hang on.
1st and 10, 7-3 Canton. Split backs look, 2 to the left. That is going to be a handoff for Brad Jones. He'll have himself a couple, get himself a little more than a couple. 2nd and 4. As with 27 seconds left in this first quarter, that may be the last play we see unless they try to get stingy here.
Yeah, they don't have to run another play, but they've got a nice little bit of momentum going, so it wouldn't surprise me if they try to get this first down before the end of the quarter.
It's a heavy set look, and they're down, so they'll take advantage and get the play. This will be through the middle, and they'll get a couple. Or no, they won't get any that time. Brad Jones stopped, and that is going to do it for the first frame of this one. Quarterfinal game number 3 is a quarter of the way in the books. It's a 7-3 scoreline. Canton over Alamo City. This is the SFL quarterfinals on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Chris Curtis, John Warren in the broadcast booth with you tonight. It is a good one. In San Antonio, Rochelle Colston and Ron Haynes on stats, Cameron Irvine, producer and commissioner, on the buttons, making us look better than we should. This will be a chance for Ace, and he's got himself a first down as that one's over the right side, right in the hands of Ziggy Ronick, his first catch.
Yeah, Yayo has gotten the bulk of the passes in this game so far for Alamo City, but Ronick looking great over there on the sideline, gets out of bounds, another first down. And just like that, Alamo's knocking on the door once again.
Yeah, they are moving the ball. Alamo City is. 9:42 left in this second quarter as we're just underway in the second frame. 1st and 10. Ace with the draw play, handing it off to Jones. He's got himself a few yards, 5 yards to be exact, and that will get them to 2nd and 5. Handoff. Jones again. Nothing much doing. 3rd and 4 coming up. Alamo City, to this point, has 4 attempts at 3rd down. This would be conversion number 2 if they can get it on their 5th.
It would be another huge win for this Canton defense if they hold them to a field goal attempt, but
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I formation look. Jones is in the backfield. Rolling right is Ace. He's going to look over the middle. That one's caught. Inside post down the middle of the field is right to Yayo Montana. That's a first down and 10.
You know, when you're home, playoff quarterfinals, you're in front of your home crowd, you can sometimes make these confident throws. And that was just a great route. And Ace Finnick really spotted the perfect timing on that route to get the ball to Yayo Montana. A huge first down.
6 for 10 is Ace to start things out, just over the century mark in yards. He has targeted Deuce Finnick only one time in this game so far. 1st and 10. Handoff. Jones through the middle on the split back sweep, it looked like. Cutting it back in. Kevin Brackett on defense with the stop. 2nd and 8. Second and 8 from the 10. Alamo City's second trip to the red zone. The first one ended in a field goal. Trying to take the lead back from Canton. Ace in the middle of the field. That one's nearly intercepted. That was touched 3 different times by the Canton defender. Evan Lacey nearly brought that one down.
That was almost a disaster for Ace Finnick in this Alamo City offense, but we're bailed out by a DB with bad hands. Let's see what they do on 3rd and 8.
5 wide, bunch left, 2 to the right as well. Looking to throw. Ace, end zone, that one's caught. That's a touchdown. Ziggy Ronick has given Alamo City the lead.
And he stabbed it on the very edge of the end zone. That was a laser to the back of the end zone from Ace Finnick. What a grab from Ziggy Ronick. And this is the kind of confidence builder that Alamo City needed against this defense to say, hey, you stopped us last time. Good for you. You're not going to do it again. And they've got the lead.
They did this on the number one ranked Canton Classics red zone defense, who's only given up 16 red zone touchdowns this season. This would be number 17, including playoffs, and that is up and through. 10-7 lead for Alamo City. They have a 3-point advantage, and they're going to give the ball back to Canton with 7:43 left in this second quarter.
We were hoping this is going to be a good one, and it has been so far.
As of right now, it's been very good. Living up to the billing. This is going to be out to about the 7-yard line on the return. Get it to the 25 to the 30, taken down at the 33-yard line. And that is Bob Long on the return there. So back onto the field comes the Canton Classics offense, who was able to get a field goal. They were able to get a touchdown their last time out. Love to do that again, and they have some time to do it here. They don't have to hurry things. Only down 3 and plenty of time left in the second quarter.
A good starting field position for Canton at their own 33, so not quite a super long field for them to go down and try to score.
They can do something with this. Nickel look on defense. Chance right side. That one's caught. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line on the button. And that is a 1st down and 10.
Yeah, Tornado just out there on the far side, bringing that one in. That was a kind of an unexpected play call, but I like it. We're trying to mix it up a bit.
Look, mixing it up, putting Taranio Rivera into a wide receiver spot out wide. It's something a little bit tricky, but I like it from there. That's going to be a run for Robert Johnson, and he throws a massive stiff arm and puts that man into the dirt. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, he planted them like I've been planting my succulents around the yard because it's getting way too cold for anything else.
Reminds me of a Marshawn Lynch run from back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 5. Heavy set look on offense. Moving one into the backfield. This will be a handoff. Getting stuck behind his blockers is Johnson, and he will gain 1. 3rd and 4 coming up. Canton back in the 3rd down spot. They're 2 for 3 so far on 3rd downs. They'd love to get their 3rd one, keep this drive alive.
Yeah, Yogi Barr really blew up that play for Canton. He just got nothing on that run.
Motion man, right to left across the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Quick drop, throw over the middle. That one's caught. 1st down, and a new set of downs again. That's the That's going to be a great little grab over the middle of the field to the tight end, Jack Wall.
Yeah, that was in heavy traffic, too, and that was an impressive catch. Jack Wall's had a couple of good catches for first downs. We'll see if he gets more involved in this offense.
Handoff. Robert Johnson is caught behind the line as they blew that play up pretty much immediately. Good defensive stand on that will bring him down. Robert Thump bringing exactly that.
Living up to his namesake, looking like the junkyard dog out there, bringing him down behind the line.
Classic's got to get to the 31 for a first down. Scar Patterson. That one's caught and just shy of the marker, it looks like. On forward progress, it is 3rd and 1 as he finds Ryan Owens. Decision time here for Canton.
Yeah, there are a couple different ways they could go about this 3rd and short. That was a great grab from Ryan Owens, and maybe a better stop by linebacker Bogey Barr on that play.
I formation. Handoff. Robert Johnson has room and has the first down, and it's caught right after that, but it doesn't matter. New set of downs as he continues to trek forward for this Canton Classics run game.
Yeah, why not? Toss it outside, run behind Kane Hunter. You're going to get that first down on 3rd and 1 most of the time, and that is indeed what happened.
Bunch formation to the right, one to the left. Toss play. Robert Johnson tries to get through one tackle and does, and gets taken down by a host of other artillery members. It is a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. This is the kind of drive that Canton's been sporting so far today. They are slow, they are methodical, but they are effective, and they have another chance to put the ball in the end zone here.
Well, that's how they've won games, this time of possession. So, yeah, they're going with their strategy.
Moving motion man right to left across the heavy formation in the run. Looks like a run anyway, and it is. Johnson gets stuck again behind his blockers, just not able to get out of the vacuum that is the blocking in front of him is Johnson. That's happened a few times tonight early on, and now it's a 3rd and 5 because of it.
Yeah, and against this defense for Alamo City, the next level, the linebackers like Jay Mart, they're really good at getting in the backfield. And if you get stuck, it's a problem.
That is a ball. It's over the middle, and it's caught, but 4th and inches. Somehow, that gets taken down before the marker. Jay Mart on the stop. And I wonder if we're going to get a challenge on ball spot here.
Yeah, that was awful.
They will.
Close. Yep.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. So we're going to take a retroactive look at the play brought to you by Retroid. Get a Retroid in your hands at GoRetroid.com. Taking a look, it's going to be a matter of where the ball's at, John, but also where the body parts come down in relation to where the ball is. You see where the yellow line's at? Right there. That look from that angle looks good. I think we're going to inside you.
Yeah, to me, the progress of the ball, I mean, he caught it so far, but beyond, maybe they're saying he didn't control it till he brought it back inside, but that looked like a first down to me.
They do overturn it, and it is indeed going to be a first down. So Canton gets the benefit of the challenge. One challenge down, and it is successful. And here comes Canton 1st and 10 in the red zone. Tell you what a grab as well.
Yeah.
As he brings that one down. One-handed grab, able to control it. Scar Patterson 10 for 12 in this game so far. 1st and 10. Draw play. Robert Johnson gets around his blocker that time and picks up 5. Man,
yeah,
good.
That was a good play call too. It looked like Scar Patterson could tell, hey, box is not super stacked. I've got some room here. Did not call out of it. That was a good draw play and a good gain.
They could run the draw here again if the linebackers don't come up. Split backs look on defense, or on offense, I should say. 2nd and 5. It is a play action. Good time to run that. Left side. Caught. Not quite at the end zone at the plane, but what a grab by Jack Wall, the tight end. His 3rd catch of the day. Nearly got him in the end zone, but it's 1st and goal.
These receivers for Canton are catching everything in traffic. That's triple coverage.
Yeah.
Absolutely snatched out of the air by Jack Wall, who has had some crucial first down catches for Canton in this game so far.
Would you say that he put another brick in the wall?
I would.
I like it. Okay.
I would not even blink at that pun. Let's do it.
That's over the middle. That's through the middle. The run is good for Robert Johnson. Canton scores, and it is a touchdown for the Classics. Albert Begin also down on it, so there's going to be a celebration for points, but the artillery may have lost more than just points on this possession as Albert Begin is down.
Yeah, insult to injury. Albert Begin is their second leading tackler on this defense. Cody Lawrence is going to come in his stead, but they're hoping that Begin will be able to get back out there for the rest of this game. But amazing drive for Canton to go take the lead once more.
That is going to be up and good on the extra point. So a 14-10 game. Cody Lawrence is Albert Begin's backup if it gets to that point and Albert cannot come back in. We'll see. That is the strong safety, number 25 for Alamo City. So we'll see if he's called into duty in that spot instead. Up and away is the kick. Alamo City is going to have some time and the ball to try to get this lead back, and they'll have it at their own 20 after the touchback.
I've been a little surprised with the back and forth nature of this game, but wow, this is a good one so far. I'm loving what I'm seeing from both teams. A lot of fearlessness, a lot of grit, a lot of great catches on that last Canton drive. Let's see what Alamo City puts together.
Yeah, playoffs are the time for heroes, and we may not be in the fourth quarter yet, but you got to look around. You can see some potential in a lot of these plays. That's going to be over the middle, and it's knocked away. That's a real good play on defense that is going to be King Jamal, the strong safety.
Yeah, it was good coverage from King Jamal, and Garrison Blue had a chance to get it, but could not get in front of the ball to grab it.
2 to the left, 2 in the backfield, and the split back seems to be a favorite formation for both Alamo City and Canton today. Chance for Ace. Ace to the left. That one's tipped and incomplete. More good defense by the Canton secondary as he was all over him and blanketing the receiver. It's 3rd and 10.
That was Connor Darien, who, if I had to put my money down right now on an MVP of this game, it would be Connor Darien, who came up huge on that goal line stand and also came up huge on that blanket coverage to prevent the catch.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Empty formation. Tight end moving from left to right across the formation. Will stay there. Quarters defense for Canton, expecting the pass. It's exactly what it will be. Looking to throw it. Ace with time throws over the middle. He's got a catch out there. It's the Ace to Deuce connection at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 all the way downfield, and Alamo City's in business.
We had to figure the Finnick connection would happen at some point in this game. Big stage, home game for the playoffs. 50 yards on that grab. And that sets them up nicely down at Canton's 30-yard line. What a connection.
Man, oh man. What a bomb downfield. Couldn't quite get it all the way downfield, but they will take it nonetheless, and they're already in field goal range. 1st and 10. Ace Fennick is going to hold on to this and let the 2-minute warning come and go, and that will get us to a stoppage. It is 14-10 with 120 seconds left to halftime. Canton out in front. It's been a good game so far. Ace Fennick going to get back into position. Under center in the split back. It's a nickel look on defense. Two to the right, 1 to the left after the motion man. Handoff. Chance for the running back. 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard run for Brad Jones.
Yeah, I mean, Alamo City almost scored too fast, maybe. So they're going to want to slow it down a little bit, maybe not give Canton enough time to do anything with it before the half is over.
2nd and 3. Got to get it to the 20 and inside the red zone for a 1st down. Hand off, got the first down and more, down to about the 14-yard line. Another one for Brad Jones, and man, he's been good for the artillery so far. 26 yards on 9 carries before that carry, but the yards he's had have been clutch, and they've come up in clutch moments.
Yeah, they've been really clutch, and it's so tough to bring him down once he hits that second level. Connor Darien, again, I'm going to say his name, is the one that brought him down. If he hadn't grabbed him, that would have been a touchdown.
Toss play right side. That is an 8-yard. They're going to say 7. Timeout called by Canton, and that is a 2nd and 3. Here comes another chance at a goal line stand for Canton. As of right now, they have held the artillery to a field goal and a touchdown. The field goal was on the 1st and goal line stand in the first quarter. Empty formation for Ace Fennick. Moves the receiver left to right. Fennick with the football. Backs it up. 5-step drop. Looks. That's a duck over the middle of the field. I think he got hit as he threw that ball away, and it's 3rd down.
He got absolutely slammed. That's exactly what happened. It really affected the pass coming out of his arm. And that was a huge hit. I didn't see who it was in the moment, but it might have been Rockefeller. He came flying from the near side, got around that coverage, got around that blocking really easily.
Nice time for a safety blitz there. In the gun is Fennick, trying to give himself a little more room. Backs it up. 3-step drop. Throws. 2 yards short of the end zone. He's not going to get it, but he does get a first down. Timeout called by Canton. That should be their 2nd.
That was a good catch by Kendra Wells, and they want to score, so I'm sure they're not doing this on purpose, but they're also making Canton burn their timeout. It's going to take away the possibility for another drive down the field before the end of the half.
Another shotgun play, 2 in the backfield with him. 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Got to get rid of it. Does. A screen play is going to find its way into the end zone. That's a touchdown for Brad Jones. Well-designed screen with just 2 yards to go, and Alamo City scores.
Yeah, Mike almost got into the backfield to nail Ace Fennick, but that was a great play call. A pass out to Brad Jones. Nice looking 6 points there. Ace Fennick looked excellent on that drive. And they're going to go take the lead once more before the end of the half.
55 seconds left to the half. It is a 16-14 game. And Alamo City's in good shape, up 2. Going to be up 3 as long as the extra point has no issues. Matt Fennick adding on that extra point. It is up and it is through with no issue, with no problem. So 9 plays, 80 yards. It didn't seem like it took that much time off the clock because it didn't. And with 1:49 left in the game, or without in the second, or left 1:49 gone on that drive, it felt like it was longer than it was. But now just less than a minute left for Canton to do something.
Yeah, and I want to make a correction. It was actually Alamo City that called 2 of those timeouts, so Canton's got all 3 of theirs. If they want to do something with it, I'm not sure if they want to take the risk, but they could. They start from their own 27, so.
Fair enough. Okay, so that'll be a so that sets up Canton with something to work with here as they get things changed over. Good stuff. That'll be a return from Al Dillapre Sr., which was pretty good, out to the 27-yard line. So 51 seconds and all 3 timeouts is a ton of time to work with.
Yeah.
See if Canton can do something with it. Field position's pretty good. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. That'll be a handoff to Robert Johnson. How aggressive do you think they want to go here? Judging by that play, not very, as they get 5 yards.
Yeah, it looks like they're content to go to the half, just being down by 3. They also get Alamo City gets the ball at the end of this one. So it would have been nice for them to maybe try something, but at the same time, it's a long field, not a lot of time. Don't want to make a huge mistake and turn the ball over.
Oh, that's a nice throw and another nice stiff arm. We've seen a couple of those today. This one by Robert Johnson as he puts the defender in the turf. It's a first down.
Well, maybe off of that, they decide to go a little more aggressive because that was an energizing first down from Robert Johnson.
Here we go. Split backs, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it. Alamo City sends 4. Pump fake. Now time. Throws it short. Check down is a good one. Is Robert Johnson able to get rid of a defender and then gets a stiff arm out to the sidelines, walks out of bounds to stop the clock.
Out there almost to midfield.
They decide to go for a Hail Mary here.
It's 2nd and 6. I mean, they have enough time to go even, down the field, in the middle of the field if they wanted to and burn a timeout. But let's see what they do here. It looks like a tight formation.
Yeah, tight, heavy set. This looks like they're just going to get into the half. Hand off there for Robert Johnson, and that is exactly what they're going to do. No timeout called. Time will tick down, and that will end the first half of play. Reminder, Alamo City gets the ball to start the second half, John. So this is an interesting decision from Canton to not try to push it, but that will get us into the locker room. It's a 17-14 Alamo City lead. We've been back and forth in this game, living up to the hype. No doubt about that. Tell me what you thought about this first half.
Yeah, it was a really fun one. First of all, I really like the way Ace Finnick pushed the tempo toward the end of the first half. I like the way Canton's defense has been playing overall. It's really tough to stop Alamo City, so even holding them to 17 points, I think it's still kind of a win. Scar Patterson had that pick early on, but he's looked pretty good. I think they played a little conservative at the end of the half to make sure that they didn't do anything silly, turn the ball over, give Alamo City a short field. They should feel pretty good, I think, just being down 3. Can't wait for the second half.
Ryan Owens leads all receivers with 4 catches on 5 targets, 44 yards. He does not have a touchdown. Neither does any of the receiving core on the Canton side. On the other side, the only touchdown through the air is Ziggy Ronix. He has 1 other catch. Leading receiver for Alamo City right now is Yayo Montana with 3 catches. I believe all 3 of those coming in the first quarter. We're ready for the second half. Hopefully you guys are as well. Give us your thoughts in chat about who you think is going to take this one home. Use the hashtag SFL Playoffs on Twitter/X as well if you choose to, and give us your thoughts there. We're ready to go for the second half as the artillery are going to start off with the football out to the 25 on the return to the 27, and that is going to start the artillery off with decent field position. Out comes Ace Fennick one more time with a 3-point lead.
And we'll see if that momentum that they built at the end of the half carries over to this one. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments Canton made to their defense. Obviously, Brad Jones has not been as big of a factor as maybe we expected him to be, but he's still been impressive. But Finnick's been tossing it to a few different receivers, including Yayo and Deuce Finnick. We'll see what happens with the game plan in the second half.
I like it. See where this one goes. This will be a fun second half, it so looks like. Split backs formation. It'll be a handoff immediately to Brad Jones, and he's taken down 3-yard gain. Brad Jones, decent first half, nothing world-breaking, but 12 carries, 45 yards, hasn't been bad, but like we said before, clutch yards. On the other side, his counterpart, 18 attempts, 41 yards for Robert Johnson, also pretty good. 2nd and 7. 2 to the left, 2 in the backfield. This will be a toss play. Pressure coming from the back and nearly got there. A tumbling Brad Jones is going to get close to the first down, but the more important part is that he has not gotten up yet. Brad Jones is down, and the trainer out to take a look. He's going to have to come out of the game for a short bit at least.
That might be the story of the second half. I hope it's not serious, but that would be a brutal blow. I mean, they've got Thick and Juicy. They've got Rainstorm. They have some, they have some players that they could hand the ball to, but they're not a Brad Jones replacement.
Thick and Juicy's back there. It's going to make things much more physical in the run game. Hope their offensive and defensive lines are ready for it. This will be a draw play to him through the middle of the field, and that is 2nd and 4. And that is to the backup halfback, whose name escapes me right this second, but 2nd and 4 either way.
So I believe that was Rainstorm, actually, the fullback, which is only 2 carries for the entire season. So getting Rainstorm involved here in this playoff game.
Got to do what you got to do. 2nd and 4. This will be another handoff. Storm around the outside on the sweep. Didn't go very far. And it'll be 3rd and 4 one more time. And now, with the main halfback down, now is the time where Alamo City has to lean on their quarterback. And in a 3rd and 4 scenario, this is a good microcosm of possibly what's to come. Got to get it to the 47 for a first. Fennec backs it up, throws over the middle, it's caught. Oh, what a dot again. That is Ziggy Roenick over the middle of the field. 1st and 10 in plus territory again.
Roenick has come up huge in this game. He had that touchdown catch in the first half. This is a huge conversion because right now they're scrambling. They're figuring out, okay, Thick and Juicy, Rainstorm, is this who we're rolling with in the second half? Might have to be who we're rolling with. But we have to still get the passing game involved. 21-yard pass and a huge first down.
In the gun. One to the left, one to the right for Fennec. That is a pitch play from the shotgun. That's to Thick and Juicy, who didn't go very far. Didn't gain one, didn't lose. 1 2nd and 10.
I was going to say, when we're coming out of the half, Brad Jones, maybe not a spectacular first half, but it was enough to get those lanes, those running lanes for these receivers a little bit open and create a balance that really worked for Finnick in this offense.
2 to the right. There's another handoff through the middle and a couple of yards for Juicy, nothing doing. And past that, 17-14 game, Alamo City trying to extend this drive. Things have not been easy since Brad Jones went out. And we'll see where they're at. Third down, they are 6 for 9 so far, looking for their 7th conversion. Empty formation. Fennec backs out of the pocket. He's going to take off and get the first down after the slide. 1st and 10, Alamo City on a clutch run play from the quarterback.
Wow, that was an incredible play. Fennec making a great choice to tuck and run, and he had the perfect amount of room to get the first down and then slide, avoid the contact. Hey, like, if my star running back's out, maybe I gotta start running it myself, and at least for that down, it worked for him.
1st and 10 in the eye. Fennec backs up, rolls out of the pocket. Plenty of time throwing hard, and Yayo Montana nearly brought that one in. That was a hot shot that only Montana had a shot at the 7-yard line. It's dropped, 2nd and 10.
Well, that would have been catch of the year if Yayo had been able to pull that in. But it was just a little bit overthrown, but no big deal. 2nd and 10, still in good shape at the 25.
Or on the defensive line, we'll see how many extra they send if they do. 2nd and 10. Canton's had moderate success blitzing so far today. Montana moving left to right across the formation. From the 25. Backing it up. Throwing, quick, tipped, and incomplete. There were 3 classics between him and the receiver, and one of them got their hands on it. That is going to be 3rd and long coming up.
This is what I'm talking about. You can drop your linebackers back a little bit in coverage if you're not expecting run. If Brad Jones is not in the game, the percentages here totally shift. That's why Canton's able to put their linebackers back in coverage, get their hands up. They're really good at doing that exact thing.
Mark Gronick got the pass deflect on that last ball. Kendra Wells in motion, left to right across the formation, goes out wide. Looking to throw it. Over the top, looking for Kendra. Found her. And it is a ball that's 2 yards short of the first down marker. She steps out of bounds. 4th and 2. Alamo City may try to just add on 3 points here. That would be the logical decision. But how about Canton, able to hold them down to 3 points if this gets through? And Canton then looking at an only 1 touchdown deficit. That kick is starting right, hooks back inside the right upright. It is good. And that is Matt Fennec's 2nd field goal of the day. It's a 6-point lead.
Looked wonky coming off the foot, but Matt Fennec tacks on another one. He's only missed one field goal all season, so he's been really reliable for Alamo City. And that's another big win for Canton, if you ask me. So this is an interesting start to the half.
Yeah, it is. Now Canton has a chance. If they bring this downfield, they could potentially take the lead. We'll see if we can get you an update between the third and fourth quarter on the status of one Brad Jones. Haven't seen anything come across yet. We'll see if we can get you one here in a little bit. 6:29 left here in this third quarter. Chris Curtis, John Warren in the booth with you in this SFL quarterfinal matchup number 3. The 8 and 3 seeds doing battle. It's a pitch play to the left, and Robert Johnson goes, well, they're going to say he gained a yard. I'm not sure entirely how, but it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, the mystery of the spot.
Yep. Ball spots are a funky thing sometimes. Johnson in the backfield again. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, backing it up. Quick drop, thrown and intercepted. Back the other way, and Alamo City's defense takes it away and down to the 12-yard line. Oh, man, that is a Scar Patterson regret immediately as soon as he threw it. And how about Ron Hoff, who's had a heck of a playoff so far?
Yeah, that was just a misread, I think, for Scar Patterson. He wishes he had that one back almost immediately. This Alamo City defense right there. Ron Hoff with the turnover, huge. He had 4 interceptions during the season, and none bigger than that one right there, but puts Alamo City in great field position.
They could potentially go up 2 scores here. Split backs. Handoff. Thick and Juicy, going to try to get around the outside. He can't do it. Gains no yards. This is where Canton excels. Coming into this game, like I said before, first-ranked red zone defense in the SFL in the regular season. They look to do it again here. Again, this is a team on defense that held Vancouver to no points. Vancouver was the highest scoring offense in the SFL through the regular season. 2nd and 10. Chance for Ace. End zone. Way overthrown, but there is some laundry. And that is defensive pass interference. It's going to set up Alamo City at the 1-yard line.
Penalty called on King Jamal here in the end zone. That is just a killer. He did get there a little bit early. I don't hate the call in the end zone in the back of it. I thought he got there early. Was almost a bang-bang play, but I think that was probably ultimately a good call.
Yeah, there is a fine line between letting players play and actually calling fouls when they happen, and that is one that I think they had to call, given the magnitude of the situation. This is a handoff, no play action, looking to throw it, end zone, tipped in, incomplete, 2nd and goal. So now we find ourselves in a bit of a deja vu moment, John. We had a first quarter goal line opportunity for Alamo City that they came up short on, had to settle for 3. And if Canton can do the same thing to Alamo City here, which albeit early in this stand, then this is a statement made by the Canton defense. But this is also a statement that could be made by Alamo City. They're going to try to get in here in the split backs. Heavy set look. This feels like a run. Probably should be. Handoff. Through the middle. Not going to happen. 3rd and goal. Thick and Juicy's not able to get there. And one more opportunity before they kick one.
It's just remarkable. Obviously, when Brad Jones goes down, it does a lot to your offensive game plan. And Canton Classic's so good against the pass. And when you're unbalanced, it can create these issues.
That's through the middle. Doesn't get there. Wow. Another goal line stand. This time Canton does it in the 3rd quarter. And it is Mark Gronick, the linebacker, with the stop. 4th down. Alamo City will kick a field goal.
Remarkable. I mean, Alamo City might go up by 2 scores here, but that's still a win from Canton. They've got to get Scar Patterson to calm down on this next offensive drive.
That kick is up and through, and it's going to be a 9-point game. 5 plays, 11 yards after the interception that got him down to the 12-yard line. And, man, that's 6 points that were left off the board. That looks huge. That's actually not 6 points. That is 8 points that's left off the board. It would have been 31-14 had both those touchdowns been on the board. Instead, it's only a 9-point game. Ball flies out the back of the end zone. It's 1st and 10 for Canton.
I mean, the injury to Brad Jones just looms so large on that Alamo City drive. Now, Canton, they've got to help out Scar Patterson here. I know those 2 interceptions were not great, but call a different game. Like, hand the ball off to Robert Johnson. Get into a rhythm so it's not all on Scar Patterson.
Patterson hands it off here. That is Robert Johnson, who finds 3 yards. The Classics are debuting their military appreciation uniforms tonight for Veterans Day weekend. QB Scar Patterson and wide receiver Mike Twinscrew served in the U.S. Navy. Defensive end Chris Porter and cornerback Connor Darien in the Marines and Marine Corps, and co-owner KJ Alasho in the U.S. Army. From the Classics organization, thank you to all who served past and present. This is going to be a run play for Johnson again, and that is 1st and 10. And from everyone here at the SFL, if you have served, know someone who has served or are serving currently, thank you for what you have done and are currently doing to keep our country safe. 1st and 10 for Canton as they move left to right across your screen, trying to get back into this game. It's only a 2-possession game. Draw play for, well, not for Robert Johnson, trying to get somewhere with that. Not quite gonna happen. Any family for you who served, John?
Yeah, my grandfather served in World War II, actually. Nice. But it's actually been a long time since anyone in my family has. But
okay,
I remember him speaking about that time, and it was important for him to do so.
2 in the Army here, dad and uncle, and a few others that are scattered throughout my family tree. And I know Skip's got some in her family tree as well that have served. So 3rd and 6 coming up for Canton, 23-14. This becomes a pretty big 3rd down as they don't want to reverse the tide of momentum. They are 5 for 6 on 3rd down in this game. Patterson backs it up, throws right side. It's caught. What a dime at the 50-yard line. Needed every bit of that. It's Taranio Rivera, the fullback, who came up with it.
Another outside catch from Taranio Rivera here. I mean, these play calls are interesting. I like that they're splitting them out wide. They're trying to get some different looks here, maybe confuse the defense a little bit and get Scar Patterson going a little bit here instead of trying to make these throws in the middle in traffic, which have gotten him into trouble a couple times.
Man, Canton 6 for 7 on 3rd downs. If they come back and win this, that is one of your big differences so far. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff, actually pitch play. Robert Johnson, he's going to use a stiff arm, get out of 1, and then he'll get taken down by a couple of artillery members. 2nd and 4. I know Alamo City is another one that has plenty of armed forces veterans and that on their roster as well. So they don't want to discount anyone who has served and is currently serving. 2nd and 4. There's a few organizations that have a lot of military decoration. This is going to be through the middle on the handoff. Johnson breaks one tackle, another one in the turf, spin to keep in bounds, and gets all the way down. 1st and 10 inside, well inside Alamo City territory. That's a nice run as Canton starting to put the wheels on.
I love the last 5 yards of this run. Obviously, all of it's great, but you just think, okay, he's going to run out of bounds here. He's kind of run out of room. No, he's going to cut back inside, spin move, get another missed tackle there, get a few extra yards at the end of that play. It sets Canton up very nicely inside the 30-yard line.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. One of the biggest drives of the quarterfinals so far. 1.5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter of play. Backing up. That is a draw play to Robert Johnson. He's going to have himself 8 yards. They're going to give him 7 after he tumbles over a defender. 2nd and 3, and they're just about in the red zone.
Yeah, this is a great drive, especially for this run game. Really, really impressive so far.
Through the left side, Johnson, 1st down again. Inside the red zone this time. Another chance for Canton to put points on the board. Any points gets it to within one possession, but they would love to get a touchdown here if they can, this being the 10th play of the drive. Bunch right, one to the left. Pitch play, right side. Johnson is going to get taken down near the line of scrimmage. They're going to tumble him forward for a couple of yards as well. 2nd and 6.
I think that was actually Kane Hunter. He's given Robert Johnson a much needed breather. I think after a few of those runs, that was a good gainer for him on 1st down.
Here we go. 2nd and 6. Alamo City's defenders giving some room to the receivers, but this is a run. Johnson through the middle, tried to stay off to the left a little bit, gets 2 more yards. 3rd and 4 coming up, and they get to test yet again this 3rd down. That is the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 more to go. It's a very close game. Let's take a break for station ID. It's 23-14 Alamo City. Station of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Coming back to you with an injury update. Brad Jones, a dislocated elbow. His status for the rest of the day, he is done for the rest of the day. So nothing going on there. And then that is a big loss for Alamo City. They're going to have to do the rest of this game shorthanded, John.
Yeah, that is really tough. It turns Alamo City into a pretty one-dimensional offense, and with a short field that may not be that big of a deal, but if Canton's gonna make Alamo City go deep, long drives for the rest of the game, it could be the big story for the rest of this quarter.
That's how you have to beat Canton, is with those long drives. They don't let you get the quick strikes. This is going to be through the middle. It is a run through the middle for Robert Johnson, a spin move, and a couple of broken tackles. 1st and goal, Canton.
Tough running from Robert Johnson. Took the breather at the end of the 3rd quarter to refresh his legs, get some Gatorade, and wow, those legs were just churning on that run.
You have to keep them going forward. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Canton looking for their biggest touchdown of the season. Handoff. Johnson. That's a touchdown. Robert Johnson brings it back to within 3 points, could be 2.
What a drive. I love the calls on this drive. I think Chris Porter called a brilliant offensive game plan on that drive. That was incredible. Great run from Robert Johnson. He's been incredible all game. Came up huge in that drive, and now they're within 1 score.
Needed every bit of that 12-play, 81-yard drive, but they got it done on the 4-yard touchdown run from Robert Johnson. They're going to add on the extra point here. Kick is up. It is on the way. It is good. So a 2-point spread here in the 4th quarter of play with 31 seconds gone in it. Alamo City about to get this ball back in now one of the biggest drives of their season.
Yeah, we'll see what Ace Finnick has without Brad Jones. This is going to be one of those long drive attempts to try to get something on the board. You think you might need 6 here. As easily as Canton just moved the ball, you might need to get another 6 on the board, make this a 2-score game again.
Alamo City from their own 20. And this is the 4th quarter in the SFL playoffs. We've had plenty of heroic moments in the SFL playoffs, no doubt about that. I always think back to one of my favorite moments, Cliff Allen, when he was an Arizona Scorpion, nailing the last-second field goal from 56 yards to send Arizona to the semifinals. A couple seasons ago, that was awesome. Thinking Juicy's going to have himself a 6-yard carry. 2nd and 4. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. 2nd and 4 for Alamo City from the 26. Handoff. Oh, he has to go around a blocker. That's tough. Couldn't quite get there, and the linebacker comes up, makes the hit. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Ace Singletary got there after Thick and Juicy ran into his own man. That's not the kind of coordination you want in your backfield. They're not used to blocking for Thick and Juicy. They're used to blocking for Brad Jones.
Ace Fennick on third down. Needs a completion here. Throws right side. It's caught. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Yayo Montana. First catch of the second half.
Clutch. Absolutely clutch from Yayo Montana. Their leading receiver. Just outruns the coverage. Gets open. The last person to get there is, of course, Connor Darien, whose name we've called about 8 times in this game.
He's been good, no doubt about it. Ace Fennick's office has been the middle of the field, as you can see there, as 85% of his pass yards have been in between the hash marks. 1st and 10. 2 to the left. Take a look at Connor Darien there. 7 tackles so far today. That is a completion out to about the 49-yard line. Yayo Montana again finds his office right there. 1st and 10.
Another huge catch from Yayo to move the sticks. That's his 5th of the day. He's got 82 yards through the air, and he's been the most reliable target, really, for Ace Fennick this entire game.
Man, this is shaping up to be
this is great.
Great finish. I was going to say classic, but that feels like a pun.
2 on the nose, right?
Yes. Yeah. 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield. That's a chance for Fennick. Over the middle, it's caught. Ziggy Ronick with a mitt. Just put it out there, brought the ball in. That's your Retroids' nice hands. Catch of the game.
Yeah, I think Ziggy Ronick heard me say that Yayo Montana was the most reliable target today, and he said, you know what? I'm going to prove you wrong right now, because he's had some of the most clutch catches of the game for Ace Fennick, and that one was spectacular. Right choice for good hands play of the game.
Yeah. Put a Retroid in your hands. Play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. In the eye. 1st and 10. Kendra Wells moving right to left across the formation into the slot. From the 32-yard line. Rolling right. Fennick looks. Throws across his body. That one is incomplete. Right in the way. Yayo Montana was the target. But the Classics defense, the safety, got right in the way to knock it away.
Kanye Rockefeller, who had that huge QP hit earlier, was the one to break up that pass, so that was great coverage.
Here we go. Big 2nd down. They're in field goal range, so they could extend the lead if they needed to, but they would love to get a touchdown and put it back to a 2-possession game. Montana moves to the top of your screen on the left. Man-to-man defense looks like on the outside. Looking to throw it. Throws short. That's caught. Good little play over the middle. Not much to it. Garrison Blue comes up with the catches, 1st of the game.
Yeah, that wasn't a perfectly thrown ball by Ace Fennick, but it got to Garrison Blue. He was able to turn around, grab it, fall to the ground, was touched right before he was able to get the 1st down.
Just shy of 60% completion for Fennick in this game, 16 for 28. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Gotta get it. Thick and Juicy got it. That's a 1st down to the 22-yard line. 2 biggest yards of the day for Thick and Juicy, and Alamo City keeps the drive going.
Brad Jones has got big shoes to fill, but that was one of those carries that we're going to remember at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If Alamo City ends up winning.
They're 8 for 14 on 3rd down. That was their 8th conversion of the day. Over the middle. That one's caught again. Right between the hash marks again. That one is a tough physical catch for Yayo Montana.
Yayo, just a perfect window there. Ace Fennick has been timing these passes to Yayo in the middle perfectly. And he knew he was going to get hit, but again, he held on to it. He's got 99 yards on the day with 6 catches. Huge game for him.
Yeah, how about that average, too? 16.5 per catch. 1st and goal for Alamo City. Handoff, Thick and Juicy, trying to get through the line. Not going to happen. Gains nothing, loses nothing. Big stop on defense, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Monzuma's revenge on that one, stopping Thick and Juicy right at the line.
Sounds like a B movie for sure. Second and goal. Canton trying to set up for possibly a third defining goal line stand against Alamo City. Handoff through the middle. Very close, but couldn't break through. Down to the 3-yard line goes Thick and Juicy. Third and goal again. Biggest third down of the season for either side.
And what do you dial up here? I mean, the run game is not really working with these replacements. And the passing game has just been so solid for Canton in the defense.
Tough call. Third and goal. Fennick under center. Looking to throw it. It's a draw play to the end zone. Thick and Juicy scores. Touchdown, Alamo City on a draw play. You asked when you draw up. It's that right there.
That was an absolutely perfect call. I don't think anybody expected Thick and Juicy to get that call right there, especially on a draw play. And that was just a perfect call. That's why I'm not a coach. And now Alamo City is going to go up by 2 scores if they kick this extra point. That's unbelievable.
4:44 left in this fourth quarter of play, and then Canton's going to be on the clock here. Time not their friend. Matt Fennick, high snap, handled well, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is back to a 9-point advantage. Here come the Canton Classics. They need a heroic event to happen here in the next little while. They need 2 scores, whether it be touchdown and field goal, or touchdown and touchdown, whatever the case is, they got to have them. And it starts on this drive.
Yeah, Scar Patterson's going to have to dig deep and find some stuff downfield, move fast. We'll see what kind of return this is.
That's a decent return to the outside, broken tackle, and getting out to about the 29-yard line is going to be Bob Long. The SFL semifinals are here Sunday, November 19th. First at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, the Florida Storm will host the winner of this game, Alamo City Canton. After one finalist is determined, we'll head to Fort Worth at 9 p.m. Eastern, where the unbeaten Fort Worth Toros will face the winner of Arizona Baltimore, which is happening later tonight. It is all next Sunday on SFL YouTube.
I really can't wait for those games, no matter what these matchups are. There's some really interesting matchup possibilities all season long. Just really, really good stuff. And this is a classic. Hey, I did it. I don't care. Pun be damned.
Through the middle. That is an 8-yard carry. It is going to be Robert Johnson, 2nd and 2. How long do you continue with the run game if you're Canton with as much time as there is remaining?
It's what's working, right? So you want to get a rhythm. You want to let Alamo City know that, hey, we're not going to give up on this. They don't want to get gashed on, let's say some sort of 20-yard run up the middle. But at the same time, Scar Patterson is going to have to start going deep, and that's not what they've been doing in this game.
That's going to be through the middle. Johnson again, 3rd and inches. Another big third down here. Canton's been electric on third down so far today. They need their biggest one of the game here. They are 7 for 9 so far.
None bigger than this one. I think you just give it to Robert Johnson again, but
yeah,
maybe they fake us out.
Nope, they're going to do that. Broken tackle. He's going to get taken down. 4th and 1, and now decision time here for Canton. My gut says you have to. My gut says you have to go for this.
I think you have to.
Yep,
I think you have to go for it.
That's what I think they're going to try to do. 3:34 left. 4th down. They call the play. It's a draw, and he's stopped. Alamo City gets the stop they need with 3.5 minutes left on 4th down. They take possession.
Robert Johnson's been making the first hit or miss on every single carry, I think, except for this one. Bogey Barr on that leap over one of his own players absolutely decleats Robert Johnson and stuffs him. Alamo City set up for 1st and 10. That was an unbelievable turn of events.
A crazy good defensive stand, and now Alamo City has a chance to potentially put this game away. I formation. Fennick is under center. He's going to move his fullback a little bit to the left in motion. Make it an offset I. Has the football. Handoff to Thick and Juicy. He's going to try to bust his way through. Gets 4 yards, hits the turf. 2nd and 6.
But what's wild, though, is that I think they're going to have to pass this ball at some point, because I don't think these handoffs to Thickajouzi are going to get the first downs. It will knock some time off the clock, but I have a feeling that Phoenix is going to have to air it out at least, 7-8 yards down the field to get a first down. So we'll see what happens here, but what an interesting conundrum they might have if they don't get some good yards on this play.
2nd and 6. Yeah, they're going to have some choices to make for sure. Alamo City certainly not out of the woods yet. 2 on the play clock. Then's when they snap it. They'll pitch it left. Thickajouzi has the football. He's taken down immediately. 3rd and 7, and Canton's going to have to deal with a bled clock from Alamo City here on this as well. Going back to that 4th down stop, man. That 4-down set, just thinking about it, yes, they ran it 4 times, but they've been decent, better than decent at getting the yards they needed to on those run plays. That was seemingly their most efficient attack. That was down to a coaching decision for sure, and it comes down to, I think, still the right one. You don't get it, you live with the result, but it's unfortunate for them.
Yeah, for sure.
3rd and 7.
It was absolutely the right call. It just didn't work out.
Yep. Got to get it to the 28-yard line for a first. Right side. That's a chance on the pitch play. It's 4th and 1. That was not their normal runner on that, but down to the 2-minute warning we go. It's a 9-point game. Alamo City knocking on the door to get some more points to put themselves into the semifinals. Here we go. Matt Fennick on 4th down. Going to put this field goal in the air from the right hash, make this a 12-point game. High snap, handled well, kick is up and on the way, and that is right down the middle. Matt Fennick has made it a 12-point contest, and now Canton must score twice in 2.5 minutes, or 2 minutes, to get themselves back into it.
Yeah, and it becomes a 2-touchdown game, which might be the bigger deal, right? I think, scoring 2 touchdowns under 2 minutes is a tall order against this Alamo City defense, but they got to do it. Canton's had some magic all season. Let's see if they have a little bit left.
Got to find it. See where they go. Al Dillapre Sr. is going to get this return down to the 30-yard line. Got to move it 70 yards, and then they can worry about the rest of it. Onside kick if they score.
What a clutch field goal by Matt Fennick. Yep. I didn't even call that out because this has been such a good game with so many different storylines, but that is such clutch kicking to put them up at 12.
12-point game at minute 50 to go. Man, if this sets the stage for what Arizona and Baltimore do tonight, I think we're in for a treat.
Yeah, I would say so.
Empty formation. Dime look on defense. Canton knows they have to throw. Alamo City knows they have to throw. Looks to the right. That one's caught. 1st down and more. Got to get it out of bounds, and they do to stop the clock and preserve the timeouts. That is Ryan Owens on a clutch catch.
Yeah, the Alamo City didn't want to give up something deep, but Ryan Owens able to get out to the outside and get out of bounds. So huge play to start the drive.
Here comes Canton across midfield at the 47-yard line. Looking to throw it. It was nearly picked off. I saw the route get jumped, and I thought that was it, but it's a catch instead. 9-yard completion, and it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, that was almost the game ender right there, but Ryan Owens was able to reel it in after the jump route was maybe a little bit mistimed, thankfully for Canton.
2 to the right, 1 to the left, tight end off to the right, 2 tight ends on the set. Looking to throw it. Over the right side. That one's a diving catch again. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It's all Ryan Owens on this drive for Scar Patterson. And as long as he's getting open and reeling him in, I don't see any reason to stop.
2 timeouts taken by Canton in the last 2 plays. 1 timeout left. Got to try to preserve it the best they can. Got to get some progress and get out of bounds if you can. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They send Jack Wall in motion. 5 on the play clock. Got the football. over the right side. It's caught at the 10-yard line nearly. They catch him at the 11, and it is a 1st and 10. They called their last timeout. They cannot stop the clock here unless they go out of bounds.
That's a great first down by Twin Screw, but I bet he wish he has that back and able to run out of bounds instead of trying to get just a couple more yards. Still, moving the sticks is good, but those timeouts are tough not to have.
Empty formation, looks, got it. That's a touchdown. Al Dillapre Sr. puts Canton back with a chance. It's a 5-point game.
Unbelievable. I mean, this is what a game. They're going to have to try the onside kick here, which we know is obviously a small percentage play, but that was a quick drive. Even with some of the miscues, not getting out of bounds, blowing all the timeouts, they've still got a chance here with under a minute and a half left. What a finish.
Gar Patterson having a crazy good game, has the 1 interception. And that is all. 33-27. Kick is up and on the way, and it is through. So now, with a 5-point deficit, they must go for the onside kick. Should they get this? And first of all, it has to go 10 yards. Should they get this, they then have a minute 24 to work with. Hands team out for both sides. Ball's got to travel 10 yards to the 40-yard line. Kick is on the way. It is handled, and it is down to the 32-yard line. Alamo City has the football, thick and juicy. Got the catch on the onside kick, and Alamo City should be able to walk away with this.
Thick and juicy might not have had a notable day on the ground in Brad Jones's stead, but that was a huge play on the hands team. Thick and Juicy able to wrap this one up for Alamo City, and they are going to move on to the semifinals.
Minute 21 to go. Just clock management should end this game with Canton having no timeouts. They're in victory formation, and the Alamo City Artillery look next week to a date with the Florida Storm, who have won titles in their past. That is going to be a semifinal matchup worth watching for sure, but not enough can be said about how the Artillery, we'll talk about Canton in a second, but how the Artillery win this game. Brad Jones goes down. You have a running back by committee, John, basically through the rest of this game. And the great teams in this league and in any professional sport, they find ways to win when the chips are stacked against them. Alamo City had the chips stacked against. They came out and did the job.
We said it at the top of the game. Alamo City's just got so many different ways to beat you. And when Brad Jones goes down, it's not only is it next person up, but it's next strategy up. It's like, okay, well, Brad Jones can't, give us the balance we need. Okay, we'll get other people involved. Find the receivers that have been doing the work all game, all season. Ziggy Ronick with an outstanding game. Yeah. Yayo Montana with an incredible game. Garrison Blue with a couple of clutch moments, and that's just what they needed, and they got it. And this defense also showed up huge down the stretch for Alamo City.
It's like Canton defense doing a little bit of a jig there in the defensive formation. 3rd and 13. And this
Lord of the dance.
As they'll call a timeout, it looks like, just to let the clock go. One last knee, and this game will be over. Talking about Canton, though. This is a team that ended up winning the Central Division, and it was a tough road to sled for them. They finally found their groove, and their defense has been solid and has been the foundation of this team all season long.
Yeah, I think they should feel pretty good going into next season. Obviously, you go into a wild card round and you blow out your opponent by 40 points.
Yeah.
That's something you can hang your future on to an extent. This defense is in great shape. I have question marks on the offensive side, but this is still a really impressive football team, and they'll be back next year. And they just ran into a tough team, and they held their own. This was a 5-point game.
Yeah,
against a team that played well all season. Alamo City, to my eyeballs, the second best team in the SFL, and Canton played beautifully, and they should be proud and excited about going into next season.
That's going to be a good one it's going to be a good season next season for them. Hopefully that'll be that's something to look forward to for sure. Alamo City, though, comes out on top. They secure their date with Florida next week in the semifinals for a berth in the SFL championship game in just a few weeks' time. 33-28, your final score here. Third down, the story, Alamo City 66% on or through the third down conversions. And then Canton also was pretty good in that stead as well. But lots more to get to at the last quarterfinal matchup coming up later tonight. It is Arizona and Baltimore, another chapter in what's becoming one of the more storied playoff rivalries in SFL history. A couple of championship games against each other. Now they meet in the quarterfinals. David versus Goliath. Will Arizona finally slay the beast that is Baltimore? We'll find out later tonight. That happens at 9 Eastern on the SFL's YouTube channel. For John Warren, Ron Haynes, Rochelle Colston, and Cameron Irvine, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Alamo City or San Antonio. We will see you in just a little while's time for the last quarterfinal match of the weekend. Good night, everybody.